Lydia Ko looking for a move today. This has second at the second.
Yeah, just a short shot here, up the hill on the second. And what we come to expect from Lydia Ko, a fantastic short iron.
That will get her
At front pin.
Missed the green with her second shot, Lydia Ko. This now for a par.
Those are the ones that just keep the momentum, keep your round going.
Especially after that birdie at the second, so important to consult
her sister after the round yesterday. She said it really took it out of Lydia playing in this heat yesterday. She was pretty exhausted after the round.
Oh yeah, it is tough playing in the heat. I think especially coming out just the start of a season as well. You've not been used to playing in the heat for...
At the fourth, Lydia for her birdie.
Yeah, much harder pin position here on the fourth.
Seems to be helping the players off this fifth tee.
Yeah, down the hill a little bit and a little bit downwind. Coming in with a short iron.
Just caught the first cut of rough at 5, Lydia.
Our table was at the back. They couldn't see our paddles. We were too far back.
Chance for another birdie here for Lydia Ko. Actually, I think our paddles were confiscated, Tom.
The trip to the AIG Women's Open, we were tempted.
This for Lydia, just moving a fraction from right to left.
Playing alongside Gino. Going to be defending her title next week in Singapore. And that was one that meant a lot to Lydia. She wanted to win HSBC Women's World Championship. She knew how important of a tour stop it was. So it's really important for her to get the win. I think there's an element of that here. This is a long-running event. She would love to get her name on the trophy.
Yeah, for a player who's won so many events, she's liking to come to events which she's not won and try and win them. Prove that she can win on many different types of golf courses and conditions.
Victory. It moved to second on the career money list behind Annika Sorenstam with the winner's check. Lydia Ko, the winner in Singapore, and we will be there next week as Lydia aims to defend. Is there for us.
Lydia in the heart of the fairway. This flag on the front edge. There's a false front in play. 116 yards, playing 1-2-1. Pitching wedge for Lydia, and it's a very good number.
She's got those short irons dialed in today. We saw a few squirrely ones yesterday, but she's on form today.
I feel like the event's really coming alive this morning. I've seen plenty of back over to number 6, where Lydia Ko has a good birdie chance.
Has studied this putt. She has been up and down this 10-footer. I think it's got to edge from left to right on the Kiwi. A beautiful wedge into here. Left herself this for birdie.
Well done there from Lydia Ko. I think these putts that have got the least amount to break are actually the trickiest to read, because you're looking for break. You're thinking it can't be straight.
I've said it yesterday, Soph. Got to take advantage of these par fives at the Siam Country Club.
And this one, it's like a par 4, but it's under 500 yards. Been pushed forward. 4, 5, 9. It's a par 5. It's the easiest pin you will get on 7 as well, that front hole location. No pressure. This wind from right to left, you want to favour the left half of the fairway due to the dog leg on this hole from left to right. Ko with driver.
Just down on the left-hand side with the fairway.
It is a player that listens, Beanie. Perfect angle for Ko. A fairway wood. It's 200 yards to the flag. Back into some wind.
Oh, and just a little bit too much, a little bit unlucky, get firm bounced.
This is what you pay for. The magician with a wedge. Worth the ticket price alone normally.
That was a very difficult shot though, Sophie. She really just coming down that slope to the first tier.
News is for Ko, this one is back into the wind and the grain. Take it down the right-hand side, have it kick in.
Yeah, but after that perfect tee shot, she'll be
Back over to the 8th, and Lydia Ko.
Ko's going to hit an 8. Can't be short. 132 yards flag.
she's going to be lucky, but that's fortunate to stick just there.
Reaction.
Shanate.
Lydia has 2 options with her driver in terms of tee length. When she pegs it down, it's the fairway finder. It's the low slider from left to right, her anti-left tee ball. Well, it's at normal height. She likes a high draw. That wind hurting from right to left. 148 yards is the flag, but you can add a club for the upslope. This is a 7-iron to a back left pin. There she take it on. Like you said, it's a scary flag.
I think just a little short right of this flag. Steady. And if you get the little bit of draw and it draws into it, all well and good. Good shot there from Lydia. Steady.
And the worry is with this 9-iron is there's too much spin.
And things are going your way. That was a lovely little hop.
Yeah, game of inches. Thought for a moment that that second shot for Lydia Ko was going to stay up on that top plateau, but it just wormed its way down into the saddle.
And that was always the plan. If it gets there, great, but we aren't going long. There was applause from playing partners at Leon Maguire's chip, how difficult it was. So this was the safe space to be on 9 for Lydia Ko. Back up the step, it's slow, especially in the second half of this putt. and it'll take some break from right to left.
She's always been pretty clinical from this range, Lydia Ko.
She has. You would expect her to hold this, but just up the hill, just got to keep the pace up, inside right. That's something to watch for the professionals. It's the same routine every time.
Looks very similar to the 10th.
It's that same line, Tom. Over the right bunkers. Or cut it around the fairway. 260 to carry the bunkers, but it's 20 yards down the hill.
Yeah, first and the 10th run right next to each other, and it would.
It's a good drive by Ko. The ball's below her feet, which is always the case on this left-hand side. The miss would be right of this flag. It's only 3 from the left. She's got 208 front edge, 216 pin. You see her trying to keep her spine angle there to stay in this golf shot. Fairway wood.
What a fantastic shot there. Just looked like she was taking a little bit off that fairway wood. And that's another technology now. You know, you can it's like a TrackMan for putting. You can analyze kind of every aspect of your putting and really see where you need to improve it.
As a player who's always been very strong with this club, this is Lydia Ko for an eagle at 10.
This one is putting down a valley. It's very quick with a subtle break at the end.
It's going to be a birdie, a 4th birdie of the day for Lydia. She'll get to 9 under par. She's there. She keeps doing what she's doing. She'll be right in the hunt over the weekend.
Exactly where someone with Lydia's experience wants to be. Just
We got that teed up. Was it teed down? The anti-left setup, as Sophie described earlier.
yeah, Lydia does like, that's her go-to drive, that kind of lowish left-right shot fade off the tee. She'll just hit this one down just right of the left bunkers. Let it cut back to the middle of the fairway.
Gets a friendly kick. Fine. A bit of a hanging lie, it looks like, for Lydia, but down the centre stripe as usual, Sophie.
And this one she'll want to take from left to right, Tim, because of that right pin. Uphill second, 143 yards.
Beautifully.
Maguire's also made 3 here, so this would be for the hat-trick on the 11th, Soph.
And these three are mates. Play a fair bit of golf together. Lydia and Leona at Lake Nona. There's been a lovely atmosphere amongst them, very relaxed. But Lydia won't want to be left out here. She can hit this firm. It's back into the grain. And a tweak of left to right in it for her birdie 3.
And how often does that happen? The player who hits it the closest misses the putt.
I wouldn't know, I'm never the closest to the pin. Just the 4 then for Lids.
Different swings for those 10 yards, so she can hit every iron and have a 2-yard deficit, which is frightening for her accuracy. 143 yards doesn't necessarily suit her fade. So looking at the middle of the green, and if it turns towards it, so be it.
Oh, and a nice little pop in off the edge.
Back over to number 12, Lydia, to get it to 5 under for the day.
Could hit the full 8 iron to this tight left pin. She saw Leona's move. This whole green seeps down to the front, but there is a bunker at the left-hand side of this green that seems to affect this pot.
Just wiggle to the left at the very end.
She has exactly the same yardage as Gino. We have a pitching contest coming up, and I couldn't think of a better person than to have wedge in her hand. Just outside 100 yards for Ko, a breath of wind into her face.
Hall of Famer showing them how to do it.
Out of it, and you've taken on the hard shot. You deserve this leave. There's nothing in it really. Right half maximum. Keep it inside of the hole. Uphill into the grain.
On her early. Birdie to be found for Ko. She's putting with great confidence and good aggressive pace, which is good.
She needs to keep this left side as well. Bar bunker's 285 away on that left-hand side, but the right one, if she pushes it, is in play.
Great chance to get to 13 under and 10 under for a round.
Well, you hit the best drive and then you get left with this side slope lie. The ball is below her, so it's going to come out low, but then it's a hanging lie from right to left. This might come out flat and from right to left from 138 yards. It's on its own plateau, this flag.
Very well judged, Ben.
And at the 14th, classy shot from Lydia Ko to give herself this look on the par 4.
She had a 4-yard radius to hit into with the approach, did that, and this birdie putt will drift from left to right.
Timely 3 keeps Lydia Ko interested. Well, worth another look. She's had to remain patient all day, Beanie.
Yeah, and a lovely second shot getting on that top tier. Just a very good putt. Judged the pace, the line perfectly. And I've seen a lot of the sun umbrellas out now. Sophie did mention it was getting a bit hotter.
said it yesterday, I'll say it every day till the day I die. Every course needs a short par 4.
Especially
Well off the tee. I mean, I don't want to jinx our Olympic champion, but she has hit this driver well and has got some yardage to it. The easiest of the flags, like you keep saying. There's some wind from her right-hand side, maybe into from the right. You see her using the right-hand side of the tee box, just playing this like a long par 3.
that could be very good. What a shot!
Well, you haven't jinxed yourself. That was absolutely wonderful from Lydia.
Caddy Paul saying, "Oh, you just pushed it a little, Lydia."
We have seen everything today, haven't we? Another look at this.
From 255 yards with a driver. What accuracy!
For granted. Remember, she's won that gold medal in Paris and said, I won't be at the next Olympics. So every opportunity that you get to see this superstar at work. Like, you can't leave the hole here. What is it, 4 feet for an eagle after the most audacious drive. Best luck you'll get on this green.
She's here to stay. Lydia Ko, within 3 of So-Mi Lee.
Oh, that was
Suggests this back pin she's not going to take on, which is a good decision. Heart of the green.
steady.
Yeah, she'd prefer that just to keep rolling down a little bit, give herself more room for the putt.
Got a hole-in-one prize here at the 16th. Back over to the 16th. That gives you a great idea of the slope on this green there.
And Ko will be putting into that slope, but across it as well. The break is a fair amount. There's a pitch mark about 4 feet left of her, which she's going to use as an apex.
Just kind of misjudged the speed, seen her play.
Yeah, these greens, if you put it in the correct portion of the green, even a really good look at birdie. But if you get into the wrong portion, as we've seen today,
Leaves a testing too.
yeah. And that was the case for Lydia Ko on this 16th green. Just a little too safe off the tee, left it very difficult first putt. There's this one to save par. Bogey free so far. Nicely done. Only drop shot of yesterday's round came on this hole. Didn't want to repeat that mistake. Tee shot there.
teeing it down as she likes to do with the fairway finder. Ko on 17.
And perfect there. There's water up there. You're just wanting to hit that about 250-ish.
Can't miss it right. All runs away if you go right. There's a slope which will help you out. You've got a good 30 feet left of it. 144 yards left for Ko. 8 iron.
And look at that, the experience of Lydia Ko, not even flirting with that right side, using the slope to bring it back towards the hole.
17.
She's an artist on the golf course, Ko. Stunning approach play on this Friday. This could be as much as 3 cups from left to right, though. There's a huge swerve on this birdie putt.
And in those putts with such an amount of break down the hill, it's so difficult to get it high enough, hit it hard enough to get it high enough to keep it on line.
Par 4 not going to damage the card of Lydia Ko one bit.
A dogleg from right to left. With this back pin today, you must hit the fairway to have a sniff into.
Good.
You want to aim at the far right trap. It won't be reachable. Keep you down the right-hand side of this par 5.
Safely in the fairway down the right.
Yards left for Ko. It will play a couple up the hill, so she's looking for 100 pitch here. And to control the spin. It's a gap wedge.
What a shot. That was nearly slam dunk in the hole.
It's not the first time she's gone flag hunting group come Sunday.
Yeah, Lydia Ko. Call this one for an 8 under par 64 today. Let's retire with Chizzy EY at 13 under par.
Yeah, lovely. Nice way to finish there for Lydia Ko. Scribble her name next to a 64. Just one bogey through the first 2 rounds here.
Thank you.
He's always been such a great ambassador for the game, Lydia Ko. One of the nicest people you could hope to meet.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to say both Lydia and Gino. Delicate little chip up. Running to get in the air conditioning to sign their cards.
Finishing up with the round of 64 today, Lydia, it looked very good from what we saw. How happy are you with your performance over the first couple of days?
Yeah, you know, it's been a lot of solid golf. You know, we had a couple weeks off since our last event, so even though I played well at HGV, it's kind of hard to know where the game is heading. But the last 2 days have been nice just to see what we've been working on pay off on the course. And yeah, my ball striking is something that we've been trying to dial down, and especially my iron play. I think I had like my worst iron greens and regulations stats these past couple years, so that was something that was really high on my attention list. And it's been a while since I hit 16 greens, so definitely nice to come off with a round like that. But yeah, you know, especially with Gino playing well today, I felt like the whole group was really able to get in a good momentum and make a lot of birdies out there.
Obviously, we know low scoring is going to happen on this golf course, but you've got to be precise with your iron play and your approach shots and take advantages of the holes where you can. 15 was a good example of that. Talk us through that tee shot.
Yeah, I felt like I needed to hit a really good one to get her around the front, and you know, I got a members bounce, a little firm bounce off the downslope, and it ended up being perfect. You know, always having a 3-4 footer for two, whether it's a par 3 or a par 4, it's a bit of a bonus. But I don't find this course like in particularly that easy. You know, I feel like I'm playing really solid and, you know, giving myself good looks, and that's why I shot the score that I did. But, you know, I haven't been here the last couple of years, and the winning score has been extremely low. So it gives me hope that there are a bunch of birdies, but I think that just shows the caliber of golf that, you know, the ladies are playing at Siam Country Club.
How tough is it physically out here in these conditions for you this week?
I mean, it's warm. I was trying to debate whether Singapore, Malaysia, or here is hotter. You know, it's very it's only like minimal differences. But you know, I think that obviously gets you to just be more focused, and you know, fatigue hits a lot earlier than maybe at any other golf course. But you know, you're just trying to focus on my game. You know, I normally don't like to hold the umbrella, but if I've got the umbrella and ice pack out, it means I'm doing everything I can to stay cool. And you know, that's not important just for that time being, but for the whole week, because it gets long by the end of Sunday.
Well played the first couple of days. We'll see you over the weekend. Thanks, Lydia.
Thank you, Tom.
Golf club this week, not too far away from Benedictus. Not too far away from where they played the Solheim Cup.
No, very close to Finca Courtesan.
Lydia signing a few autographs. I tell you what, you've got to hand it to these players. It is really hot out there. It drains you, and